Got a story to tell you about this duelist that I met that called themselves a duel entertainer. And make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So this is a story actually of a local duelist that I met that was, they were famous on, well, they weren't really, they were famous on TikTok. They call themselves a duel tainer, or a duel entertainer, if you will. Now, one of my, I remember my first interaction with this, and this is all in honor of TikTok, kind of going away. The whole discussion of, is people better off with this? The inevitable discussion here is people lost sponsorships, people formerly lost their jobs today. And a lot of the world just is sitting here pointing fingers and laughing at these people, being out of work and things like that. And, it's really crazy to see that, that's the way people are approaching this. Other than, they're like, the brain rot's over, things like that. Yeah, I actually ask you to, take a step back. If you've met some of the people that were, relatively big in that space, and this is the story of one of those that I had the pleasure to meet. So, one locals many moons ago, I met this duelist and his friend. Both of them showed up to one of our locals one time. And this dude was genuinely really down to earth. He actually, it was one of our sneak peeks, and he was looking for shark cards. Actually, this would have been Rage of the Abyss, so this is fairly recently. He was looking for shark cards. I was like, yeah, I've got some common stuff. You can go ahead and, take whatever you need. Like, you got trade stuff. Still contrary to popular belief, no matter what anybody says, I still love trading in this game. You never know what you're going to find. And, you want to make sure that, you get values lined up so that nobody's getting, ripped off. That's still going to be a very important thing to, do the thing. There will also be some cases where, like you're $1 or $2 off. I've had it happen. I've given $1 or $2 to other people. Other people have given me $1 or $2. And so forth. So they actually, they were like, hey, are you MCO40? I was like, yeah. Oh, well, actually, it was like, I did my standard shifty eyes. And I was like, I'm going to tell you a secret. I just look like him. And he's like, no, you're really MCO40. So we ended up having a discussion. Then he told me that he's like, I'm also quite big on the TikTok space. I was like, it's really cool. He's like, yeah, I'm what's called a duel tainer. Or a duel entertainer. I know, I keep saying it is duel tainer, but like, genuinely, that's what he said to me. It was duel tainer. And I was like, oh, okay, but it's a duel entertainer. So basically, they make these videos to try to entertain people, it's very much, you've seen MBT make the tweets being like, duel, calling for this, and these sorts of things. And, basically using Yu-Gi-Oh! To basically put a smile on people's face. Some humor, some light, we have an entire dedicated season to this. You guys should know that the Pendulum season, Arc V, literally was based on the concept of dueling entertainment and so forth. So, I got the chance to meet somebody that was pretty decently sized in that space for our community's sake. And this actually has had me kind of looking back at this now. He no longer really, he doesn't have that space to kind of create and do things. And obviously you can start over from scratch and, you can, rebuild a name for yourself on another platform. Yeah, that's fine. That's all fun and dandy. But I feel like somebody that, creates this space, finds a niche for this, has a hard time recovering out here. And this duelist has been absolutely nice and one of the nicest people out here. We ended up coming to our speed duel event. They were chanting the Winged Dragon, a raw chant. They were genuinely having a blast. One of my friends ended up giving him the Winged Dragon, a raw speed duel deck. And it was really cool to see this. I did this is one of the funniest trades I've ever done. But I actually got this. So what this is here, this is a D100. I ended up trading for this off of them, and I had some cards that they wanted, and I was like, I want this. Last D100 I had ended up splitting open, but these are if you ever hear like rolling in the background of a video, it's because like this is the best stress reliever in the world, man. Like it spins, it's so entertaining, like whew. Anyway, this was actually ended up something I traded for off of that said duelist, and it was also one of their goals. They actually wanted to duel me, so we got to what was it, about a month ago? We got the chance to sit down and play at our locals. He actually had gotten third. It was actually, he was pretty new to the competitive scene too. He got to build Ryuji. He was there for the release weekend of Ryuji stuff. And he said that he wanted to play Ryuji against Ryzel because he was there for the first event that I played. Ryzel versus the meta, and he was so entertained. He's like, I want to take my. It's like it'd be honor to play Ryuji versus Ryzel, and we actually got the opportunity to play that matchup, and unfortunately, it didn't really go in his favor. Ryzel's a very stupid and unfun deck. I'm not gonna lie about that. There was a lot of 2-0ing there. I admire the well, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to use the word courageousness. The fact that he's got this constant drive to want to get better, to face a challenge, to overcome, these things. Like, it's interesting that he it's not going to say that he looks up to me per se, because I'm sure the way that this whole video has been portrayed, it's just Robbie. This is a fan. And I mean, yeah, like they looked up to me, but I liked this. This is really cool. I loved seeing the excitement. I loved seeing the challenge that came about this, and it was so much. It was very cool to see like a different atmosphere about the game. It was a change of pace. Somebody actually, dare I say, enjoying the game. Somebody excited to face the challenges. They say never meet your heroes out there, but I think this really touched me, man. And the whole TikTok ban had me just sitting here the last day or so, just kind of going, I wonder, I haven't seen them in a while at locals. I was just one of those things. It's like, you actually genuinely put smiles on people's faces. You genuinely were having a lot of fun in the space. And I look forward to just kind of seeing, where they're going to go from here. And genuinely, I'm happy to have this duelist in my backyard. I'm happy that I can see the excitement and, how excited they can get in this game. Those are genuinely the positive people that you want to see in this game. Now, the whole TikTok thing, like I said, it's neither here nor there. I just, objectively, you got to think about it. A lot of people lost a lot of things. And, there's going to be a lot of homages and a lot of things, withstanding the test of time and things like that. Those are all critically important things. So from where I'm sitting right now, I'd like to take this time to say thank you. You put a smile on my face. You very much have entertained me. I have genuinely enjoyed what I have seen so far out here. Unfortunately, you're the next story for a lot of these dual entertainers out here. You have a new journey ahead of you. And to, just being touched, like, in this space, it genuinely, it is a good thing. So that's a story about how my dual entertainer friend really got me, just made me excited for the game, man. Really put a smile on my face, and it was a very positive experience. So I actually hope that if you guys get the chance to meet a dual entertainer out there, that you don't find them cringe. You find some of the actions and things that they do a little bit exciting. Enjoy them enjoying the game. And you don't have to be a competitive hardcore asshole all the time. It's probably the most important words that I'll say on this channel in a long time. So keep a smile on your face, and you guys duel on. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.